on Instagram. We're not on Instagram. We're just on Facebook and YouTube. Well, does it say? Yeah.
You have to mute one of them.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Father. Glory, 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 glory. Thank you, Father. We bless you. We honor you. Welcome, everyone, as you're coming in. Welcome to this edition of the Wholesale Gateway to Flipping Pre-Kickoff Q&A that we're going to have tonight, just for about 15 or 20 minutes. And we'll have the actual wholesale webinar on Saturday. So as you're coming on, if you want to share, feel free to share. Not going to be on very long, just long enough. Or if you have questions regarding the actual webinar, Papa Melinda and myself, we're going to be available, making ourselves available for you. So if you want to ask a question, raise your hand and we'll bring you to the platform. We'll get started in a couple of minutes. We want to welcome also those that are on Facebook and on YouTube. Welcome. Hallelujah. Glory be to God. We bless the Lord for his faithfulness. Great are you, Lord. Amen. 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 Awesome, awesome, awesome. Want to just again thank everyone for tuning in for this brief Q&A regarding the wholesale gateway to flipping. Well, actually, yeah, the actual webinar is going to be Saturday. but we wanted to come on just for a few minutes, just in case you all have questions or you're on the fence about the webinar. We wanted to just take a few minutes and to just spend some time with you all and answer any questions you have. If you have a question, go ahead and raise your hand, and we're going to bring you up to the platform. And at this time, I'm going to yield to uh, Papa Melinda so she can take us further. Because again, we want to definitely be respectful of your time on this Thursday evening. And those that are on Facebook, if you have a question, feel free to drop it in the chat, and I'll monitor the chat while we are conducting and answering questions and monitoring the actual chat also on Clubhouse. But again, those that are on Clubhouse, if you all can go ahead and raise your hand and come up. Looks like Cynthia Gaines. She says she's having trouble getting hooked up to the website for the class on Saturday. Please, can you help me? Lady Cynthia, God bless you. I'm gonna let Prophet Melinda give instructions for those that are ready to go. You already know you want to register. We'll go ahead and give you that information. So at this time, again, welcome everyone. I'm gonna turn it over to Prophet Melinda and Facebook, YouTube. I want to make sure you all can hear us loud and clear. So you can put in the chat and go to the comments. If you can hear us loud and clear, we greatly would appreciate if you just make the comments in the chat. Prophet Melinda, over to you, and I'll yield, and I'll mute my mic because that way we don't have that feedback and the echo. I'll yield.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Can you guys hear me okay?
Unmute your
Well, at
microphone.
least it's evening here in Dallas, Fort Worth, which is where I reside. I'm very excited about tonight, just being
Prophet
able to
Melinda,
share.
unmute your mic on Clubhouse, please. Okay.
Oh, sorry, y'all. It's my first time being on two that have sound at the same time, so I apologize. Again, good evening, everyone. At least it's evening here in DFW. Appreciate you guys for joining in tonight to get some more information. Prophet Sheila and I discovered that we really wanted to have an opportunity for you guys to be able to ask questions so that you can make sure that this class is going to be the right class for you. As you guys know, I think it was last year or the year before last, we started doing some investment webinars, seminars, because we wanted to share for the benefit of those in the kingdom of God. And so we definitely wanted to share today. I want to share briefly with you guys one of the things that is very near and dear to Prophet Sheila and I, which is when we developed the Kingdom Real Estate Revival. And when you hear that, you may think, okay, what is that really about? So, the Kingdom Real Estate Revival is a renewal and awakening of real estate prosperity from a kingdom perspective with the intent to build a prosperous real estate portfolio through education and execution while improving the condition of communities across the globe. Our primary focus is to educate, to execute, to offer our experiences, and then create economic empowerment. And so I don't know about you, but we need economic empowerment. We're facing a lot right now in our community, in society, and even in our industry. And so we wanted to make sure that we provided education as well for those that may want to still build on their portfolio that they currently have. Maybe start a portfolio as far as real estate is concerned. And we wanted to be able to provide the information necessary for everyone to make educated decisions as it relates to real estate investment. So I know there are some people on the platform right now. So I would just yield to you guys and ask, do you have any questions about the upcoming event that is going to be this coming Saturday? Those that are at least on Clubhouse. And then if there's some that are listening on social media, Facebook, if you will put that in the chat, and then we'll be able to answer any of those questions. If I can answer, good evening. Good evening. Kingdom blessings to everybody this afternoon. Thank you for having this Q&A really quick. I just want to ask a question.
And forgive me if it doesn't make sense. So there was a link that I got last night. I think it was just an invite. A link for me to send out for invite. Um, but when I clicked on it, it took you to Eventbrite, and I basically register on Kingdom, Kingdom the Revival email.com. Is that correct? Is that the flow?
There's two ways to register. You can register on Eventbrite, and then you can register on Kingdom Real Estate Revival. Kingdom Real Estate Revival takes you to Eventbrite. So the main
Okay.
host is Eventbrite.
Okay. And then the webinar, when I look for, because I got two guests that's coming, when I tell them what to look for, um, if the webinar is gonna be on Eventbrite, because one of them just wanted to know if they needed to download Eventbrite.
I don't believe they have to download Eventbrite, but there's a link because it actually is through a Zoom webinar.
Okay.
And so the contact information, as far as the link to that, will go out on Friday, tomorrow.
Okay.
So are you talking about your son and your sister?
Yeah.
Okay.
My,
So,
my son was asking about Eventbrite, but
okay.
like you said, if we don't need it, and I'll tell them to look from an email from you, or will it be from
It will
Eventbrite?
be from Eventbrite.
Okay.
Yeah, but it will have the subject of the event in the subject line. So if they see something for an Eventbrite, open it up, and it should be from for the wholesale seminar, the wholesale
Okay.
webinar for sure. Yeah, that's a great question though. So no, that's a
Thank you
great
so much.
question. Yep. I know sometimes Eventbrite can be a little confusing because you don't know if you're clicking on Eventbrite or something else, but there will be a link and an email that goes out. Everybody that registered should have put their email address in, and I had that added just so that if there were any issues or hiccups, I at least had email addresses that I could send something out. So thanks for that question, Elder Eddie Marie. I appreciate it so much. Anybody else have a question, concern? Maybe you haven't signed up yet. I know Sandra signed up, Eddie Marie signed up, Kay has signed up, and so if you guys have any questions that have not yet to sign up, and then I'll yield to the ladies who have signed up as far as what they're looking forward to. Anybody else have questions that are on the platform right now?
Good evening. I have a question. Good
Sure.
evening, everyone. My guest, I emailed you her email address. I don't know if you got it. I never received it, anything. So how do I get her information to you? I guess you
Did
can
you
go
send
to.
me a text?
So I sent you. When I clicked on I sent a message, but forgot to write your telephone number
Oh,
down.
that's okay. All right, then I will get a my phone number to you so you can send me a text.
Okay,
All right,
thank you.
perfect.
God bless.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, so Sandra, I'll pick on you today. Hopefully, you're not working right now. What are you looking forward to? And then I'm going to share some information about wholesaling. What are you looking forward to on Saturday, Miss Sandra? And if you may be working. Okay, so let me share a little information. So this event, the webinar is going to be about wholesaling real estate. So there's several different avenues to real estate investing. There is buying and holding, that's the traditional format. There is flipping, there is wholesaling, there's subject to, and then there's multifamily. So multifamily is apartments, and that's 5 units or more. And so those are some of the real estate investment opportunities, not counting commercial. There is also commercial real estate, and then there's investment in land, etc. So those are some of the avenues for real estate investing. Wholesaling, the reason a lot of people decide that they want to do wholesaling is because they don't have the capital or the funds to be able to break into buying and holding yet, because typically you have to have 20% down. They don't have enough money to flip because they don't have the 10% that they need to do the rehab costs and or repairs. And then of course there's multifamily, and multifamily investment is a minimum investment of about $100,000. to do a unit. If you go in with a large group of people, if you're not able to go in with a large group of people, then typically you have to have millions of dollars to be able to invest in multifamily. And people want to do that, but they may not have the capital. So wholesaling is a free way to be able to build up the capital, your funds, right? To be able to do some of those things. And I don't know about some of you, but even as I was praying about 2024, God said He was going to shake up and shift some things to push people out into entrepreneurship. I know when I started out in real estate, it was not my intention to start in that moment, but I got laid off twice in 1 year. And God pushed me to say, go for what you really wanted to do all of this time, which at that point was real estate. I grew up in a real estate environment. My parents bought and sold real estate. They also invested in real estate. So I had been around it, and all I knew was the investment side. I never thought about a career in real estate. So a lot of people think that they have to get their real estate license to get money in real estate, right? But you don't. You can do investments, and that's a really fast way to be able to do it without having to take the courses, go to school, keep up with the licensing. And some of you may be thinking, okay, who's good at doing this wholesale thing that you're talking about? If you are someone who's working, you're trying to make ends meet, maybe you are retired, you may be in between job assignments. You also may be in college, working your way through college, graduate school, kids over the age of 18 that haven't really decided what they want to do yet. This is a good opportunity for them to kind of get their feel in reference to real estate or any other investment opportunities. And then also, if you were just wanting to do different things as it relates to funding for your community. Many of you guys really want to be philanthropists. I know that's one of my goals is to be able to raise money for other endeavors. This is a great way to do that. So I wanted to make sure that I got it out. I really felt that God was really pushing me to teach this. The last time we did an investment class, this was one of the things people asked a lot about. And so we just want to make sure that information gets to the people that are here, especially those that we spend mornings with often on some of the platforms that we're on currently. Anyone else have any questions that's on the platform? Or maybe you want to share something?
This is Tisha. I wanted to know how do I go about registering because I have a nephew who and my brother would also be interested in registering, and I just need to get that ready.
Okay, all right, then we will make sure we get that link to you, and we'll add it to the top here. Let's see. I'm going to add it in the chat first, and then I will add it at the top to make sure the discount code is already taken off. So we did a 50% off. It is still showing there, but if you have any trouble and the discount code is not showing up, it is Give More 24. So that is what that is. You know, I don't like to play around with links on the back end because I never want to push the wrong thing. Oh,
And I
we
added the link at the top too.
because she did it herself. She's like, I do not want Melinda to mess this up. Probably Sheila, is there anything you want to share?
No, you pretty much covered it. Also, there was a question, and an excellent job as always, Prophet Melinda. Um, there was a question from Nevada. She said, "Will the class benefit those brand new to real estate?" Absolutely, it will benefit those that are brand new to real estate. And like Prophet Melinda mentioned, the beauty of wholesaling is you do not need the capital. You don't need the 20,000, not the 20,000, 20% cash or down payment in order to start investing in real estate. With this is the way really to be sort of the middleman where you are connecting the investor with the distressed buyer. And so these are some of the things we're going to get more into on Saturday. But to answer your question, yes, this will be a perfect class for those that are new in real estate. Are there any other questions in the chat? Cynthia, she did answer the question for you about you can register on Eventbrite in order to register for the class. It should be under wholesale. Who wants to wholesale? I think that's the name of the on Eventbrite. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am, that is correct.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
And if you have trouble, I don't know what she might be having, but there, yeah, I don't know what trouble she might be having for the website. So if she can give me a little more clarity, maybe I can help with that. I will record it. There is a question about recording. I will record it for those that might miss for any reason. But we are having a special guest where you guys can ask questions. And so it won't be the same process because you won't be able to ask the questions that you want to ask. So I definitely understand for those that have other commitments. And I will definitely record that and pray that it works. I'm not good with sending out recordings, y'all. So I usually don't like to promise that part. But since you have signed up, have you already signed up, Miss Nadine? No, not yet. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna practice it tonight. I'll have to do that and practice recording just to make sure. So Papa Sheila's gonna get a recording from me to make sure I can do that and send it to her effectively for sure. All right. Any other questions in the audience? I see Lawanda, Toya, Nicole, Tanya, Annette, Jackie, Cynthia, Nevada, who was in the chat. Imani, welcome. Nadine, Marnita, Corrine, Beverly. Hey, Beverly. It's been a while since I've seen you. Melanin is in here as well. Cynthia, Jane, Sassy, Terry. Any of you guys, Geraldine, Janae, Chastity, Roy, that have questions, we would love to answer any questions you may have. And then, Sandra, whenever you're available, if you'll share what you're looking forward to, I can't wait to hear about it.
And also Roy's my actual cousin. He just you raised your hand. I just invited you up. You click that accept
Yeah, we can
invite.
hear you.
I was interested to see what all this is about because I would like to have some additional income. I have this, I seem to have this fear of real estate, right? So I think me just getting knowledge is going to help me because I do see myself like looking around in different areas of like different houses that like I have to be researched. I wonder what the network lives on that house. Like I see myself doing things like that. And I just want to look at things like my future. So, but I want to keep as much knowledge as I can. So if it's the right time to move on stuff, then I want to be able to have the opportunity.
That's good. No, that's very good. Thanks for sharing that. Here's the thing: a lot of people are afraid or there's fear in real estate because they think it's about selling. One of the things I will share with you: I am not a salesperson at all. Like I'm not trying to sell anybody anything. If you don't want to buy it, I'm not trying to give it to you. But if you think about real estate, normally people enter real estate because it's something they want. They want to buy a house. They want to invest in real estate. They want to buy land and build a house or build a property, something like that, right? There's something they want to do with it. Now, if they don't do it, there's different circumstances that could be holding them back. But it basically is like, so Sandra, I know you as a hairstylist for many decades, and so even as a hairstylist, you're not selling them a hairstyle, right? You are basically serving them, and your way of servicing them is to help them do their hair, right? Or whatever that might be as it relates to the beauty industry. And anyway, that's one of the things I will say. People think about selling, but it really is consultation
For sure.
for sure.
I like that word because
Like that takes care of a lot of questions, and it takes care of just everything. Because if you have the best consultation and ask all the questions up front and have what you need to have from that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And this is a great way to build up wealth for generations to come. You know, we want to leave things for our children and our children's children. And so one way to do that is to make sure that we are providing opportunities to create things for them so that they will have those things in the future as well. All right. Anybody else have a question? I think somebody had their hand up. I'm not sure if they're still here. I know Miss Reed is typically on Clubhouse and Prophet Sheila's rooms in Kingdom Citizens United, and she's one of the young people that actually joined in on a multi-family project that we actually were able to participate in together. And so she is thinking about her granddaughter who is going to be graduating college soon. So it's really awesome for her to be able to share something with her granddaughter going forward and what that looks like. She's not even in Texas. The apartment complex is in Texas. She's in Ohio, but her granddaughter is in Texas. So it's just all the different things that we're able to do and the flexibility as it relates to investing. One of the other things I will share with you guys is that it takes no money to wholesale. It basically is a conversation, and I am going to share with you guys the conversation to have with people, how to talk with them. It may be a fit, it may not be a fit, but you're able to find out what that looks like. I'm going to explain how to find, where to find the people that you need to contact, what those lists look like, what to say to them when you actually talk with them. We're actually going to do a live role play over the webinar, so you guys can hear the conversation backwards and forwards. So I'm going to make sure that I do share that. I'm going to share the paperwork that is needed, the initial paperwork that's needed, so you know what it looks like. And I'll be able to send that to you in an email after the class. I'm going to show it to you on the webinar, but then I'll be able to send it to you in an email after the class, so you'll have it and you can save that for you and if you decide to do it or not. But the small investment, like really, it is a very, very small investment for the amount of money you will be able to make. The average person is going to make at minimum $5,000. Now, you may decide you're going to do it for less because you're going to make your fee less. That's okay. Maybe you want to do $3,000, but that will be the minimum. And so the amount of money that you were able to invest in the information is what you guys would spend out for dinner, right? So if you went to a very small restaurant and ordered dinner for just yourself, or maybe you and two people, I don't know how you do it for $50 with two people unless you have a special or a coupon, but you definitely can take this information and be able to feed and furnish things for your family for days, months, and years to come. One of the ladies that I have on, in addition to her income, she's made hundreds of thousands of dollars just from doing wholesale. So definitely going to share that as well. I wanted more people on there, but we only have an hour and a half. The last time we did a class, Papa Sheila and I kept y'all for, I think, a few hours. And so we don't want to do that to you again on a Saturday. And so we're going to keep it short and sweet. We are going to ask you what other classes you want to hear from us. So if you know of some right now, put them in the chat. We would love to hear. I would like to hear if you're on social media, where you're watching from, and or if you're in Clubhouse, where you're tuning in from, what part of the country, because I am going to share the cities and states that are very lucrative for wholesaling as well. And you guys don't have to worry if you're in Dallas-Fort Worth, because there's several areas in Dallas-Fort Worth or in Texas, I should say, that are definitely beneficial. All right, Miss Glenda, do you have anything you want to share or add?
No, ma'am, I had a question, but I think you answered it when I asked if it would be profitable in rural areas. But you shared that there was a lady lived in Ohio and she purchased in Dallas. So I can live here and purchase somewhere else in another
You're not really purchasing.
Yes. That's a great question, actually. So I will share this with you. There's tons of people who are in California or York, and their real estate there is not inexpensive, but it is in other parts of the country. So they do a lot of investing in the South. For instance, Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Texas. Those areas are prime locations for investing. First of all, it's in the South. And if you think about some of the areas, a lot of people, when they retire, they want to move south. If there's, yeah, so they want to move south. And then there's some other areas that are very popular, North Carolina, Tennessee. Those areas are very popular as well. Michigan is popular. Of course, that's up north, but it's very lucrative for wholesaling. Now, we're going to share who the buyers are for some of these deals. So I will put this in very simple layman's terms. You're basically acting as a real estate agent when you're a wholesaler without the licensing, without any of the rules that most of us have to follow, without paying any of the dues, so you're able to make the money. And so there are people that are doing this at a very high level, and there are people that are doing this just as a hobby, a little here and a little there, and that's okay. I have been trying to force my children to do wholesaling, and they have not caught on yet. So I have not been able to volunteer them to do wholesaling. They don't want to do real estate. One wants to counsel, another one wants to go into finance, and then another one in the health field. So I have not been able to convince them just yet, but and I may never convince them. So I have been texting my nephew, like, hey, I'm having this class, you need to sign up. I've texted his mother, hey, I'm having this class, he needs to sign up, because he's in that space in his life. He's in his 20s, mid 20s, and he's trying to figure out what he wants to do because, football didn't work out. And so sometimes that hurts people when they had their eyes set on something, when they thought sports was going to work out. And so I'm really trying to keep him encouraged, to let him know that this is another opportunity and another avenue that he can participate
And
in.
that was good, Prophet Melinda. Let me just also make sure, Lady Glenda, that we're clear. When you're wholesaling, you're not buying the property. You're not owning the property. What you're doing is you're really acting as the middle person to connect the actual distressed property with an investor or someone that's wanting to purchase the property. And then you get that assignment fee, what's called an assignment fee, for connecting the two. So does that make sense? Hello, Miss Glenda?
Was that for Miss Glenda?
Yeah, because she had said something about owning. Okay, awesome. All right, awesome. I yield. I think does anybody else have any questions or comments before? Because we said we were only going to keep you 30 minutes, and we don't want to just hold you all if no one else have any questions or concerns. Go ahead, Prophet Melinda.
For everybody that's logged in thus far, I see Michigan and Florida and Maryland and Kentucky, Illinois, New York, Louisiana. Louisiana is very popular. So many areas in Louisiana. I'm not sure if you've heard of a young lady. I think her name is Tierra. I may have that wrong, but she has built community. She's been invited to the White House for how she has done some mixed use communities in the state of Louisiana. She's from Louisiana. I think she's from New Orleans. And so she has done some tremendous work and I know her name starts with a T. I may not have the name right, but definitely some areas in Louisiana that are much needed for community development. I've had a lot happening here today in Louisiana, so definitely that is an area that is definitely worth developing. The community needs us, needs some believers in Louisiana to really show up and show out in some big ways. So I'm not sure what part of Louisiana you're from, Cynthia, but definitely looking forward to hearing more about what you're able to do there.
It looks like Cynthia raised her hand. We'll bring it up. I don't know if this is the same Cynthia. Well, this is someone else. Did you have a question, Lady Cynthia? You can unmute your mic. Okay, yes. We can't hear you if you're speaking.
All right. Nobody else had questions? Let me read briefly, just give you a brief definition of wholesaling that may help a little bit. Wholesaling, it basically effective strategies to build capital of other real estate endeavors or investments. Is as a real estate wholesaler, the individual will identify distressed or undervalued properties and negotiate purchase contracts with motivated sellers at a discounted price. Instead of closing on the property themselves, they would then assign the contract to another real estate investor and or end buyer for a fee, often called the assignment fee. And that's what Prophetess Sheila was talking about earlier. So that'll give you a brief description of what wholesaling is. And then when Sandra shared earlier, she's seen properties that are a little distressed. She's even seen some, she's called me about some, she may not remember this, some that are commercial. That's also good. I have an investor who bought a lot on the courthouse steps that was in foreclosure for $1,500 and helped him sell it in 2022 for over $658,000. Y'all, phenomenal, right? And so that person has been using that money in retirement, etc. And so he's even sent me the check so I can share some of those testimonials with people as well, like when I'm talking about investments, because it was such a good deal for him. Not just that one, but he's done quite a few like that. So you can even do that as it relates to land. A lot of times you're getting these, some of these off of the foreclosure steps and some before they go into foreclosure. So what Sandra was talking about when she saw some, when she's driving around, we call that in real estate driving for dollars. So I'm going to talk about driving for dollars. This is how that works. All right, that's it for me, Prophetess Sheila. I don't know if you have anything else you want to share.
No, ma'am. I think we're done. Cynthia, did you have a question? I think your mic is unmuted now.
Yes.
Okay, we can hear you now. Yes, ma'am.
I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana, and I've been looking at doing some investments.
Oh, you broke up. I lost you, Miss Cynthia.
Can you still hear me?
I can hear you.
I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana, and I've been looking at doing some investments. Of course, I love to attend the seminar on Saturday, but I do taxes for a living, so this is a very untimely time for me. I have some things that I like to do for the community.
Can you guys hear her?
The community, but they kind of like just stopped. I'm not sure what the process is on it, but it sounds like something that I could really get behind. I just need probably some more in-depth information on the wholesaling, because it really do sound like it's something that will fit into the program that I want to
Very good. So thanks for sharing that, Miss Cynthia. Yes, I think Shreveport would be a great area. And I would strongly encourage you to sign up. I know it's your busy time of year, but if you can take a break between 10 and 11:30 Central Standard Time, it would be phenomenal. It would be a great benefit for you. If not, again, I am going to try to record it. I'm going to practice it. I've not had an issue recording it. It's just when it goes out, sometimes it's blurry, right? Now you can still hear the information, but I don't know that you can see it as well. So I do want to kind of practice that. I don't want to promise something that I cannot deliver. And so we'll definitely work on that. And I do, Shreveport is very, very close and near and dear to me. So definitely would love for you to be able to do what it is you need to do for the community there.
I'm here. My
Okay.
phone keeps going out.
That's okay. That's okay. That is okay, Miss Cynthia. I actually I could hear most of what you said.
How do I go about trying? I'm going to see if I can't make any promise, but I will see if I can fit that into my schedule. If you could send me a link or something, or tell me how to get the link.
Okay. It's right here at the very top of the Clubhouse page. If you click there, you can go right there and register. And then I also put the link in the chat, so you can go there and register as well.
Okay. I will do that. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right.
Anyone else? Excellent question.
Yeah, you guys had great questions tonight. Again, thanks to everyone who has logged in as well. Now, Nadine has her hand up. Let's see, I sent an invite so we can answer your question as well, Miss Nadine.
It's going to be really quick. I was just going to say I did go ahead and sign up, and I definitely probably will not be there. I'm in my last semester of MIT training with Bison. Yay! But however, I would still like to review the recording. I'll get as much as I can from that, and then just thank you. So I just wanted to let you know that I did go ahead and register, and then I'll be looking for the recording.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And I think that is everyone. And Cynthia, I'm going to send you a text. I wish we still had back channel. I know we don't, but I'm going to definitely do the voice recording to you just to make sure you have the link and the information as well for that area, because there's lots of available properties for wholesale in the Shreveport area from the last I did. And then Papa Sheila and I can look up the state of Louisiana. Even though we're here in Texas, we can also do the state of Louisiana as well. So definitely able to help you as it relates to that also.
Also, Cynthia, are you still having?
Miranda, I just wanted to say that you can send her one-on-one voice memos through Clubhouse. It works really, really well. You can go back and forth and give her a quick phone number and go back and forth that way.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Eddie Marie. I appreciate it. Elder Eddie Marie.
Quick question, Cynthia. You're still putting in the chat that you're still having issues. Are you able to register now? You can unmute, Cynthia. Tap your mic at the bottom. Cynthia Gaines.
Hold on.
I just went up to the top of the link, and that's what I'm in the process of doing right now. I was on the site.
Yes. No, I was talking about Cynthia Gaines. I apologize.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Cynthia Gaines.
Yes. Okay, so I was able to register, but it won't allow me to pay.
Papa Melinda.
It won't let you pay. So what does it do? What is it saying to you?
Okay, so when it gets after I get the after I put all of my name and everything in there, it's nothing like where I put my card or anything so I can make the payment.
It should be going to register. What does it show for the dollar amount at the bottom?
49.
Okay, so you should be able to follow. Are you doing it from your phone?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that may be what it is.
I need to do it from a computer.
No, not necessarily. I think you just have to scroll down. I think Elder Eddie Marie said she has the same issue on her phone. So let me see if I can send you well, I can't even send you a direct link from here. Yeah, so let me do this. Let me just voice chat with you, Cynthia Gaines, as well, and tell you the best way to do that.
Thank you.
Yep. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm not sure why it's giving you a hard time on the computer. Oh, you know what? You can go to Kingdom Real Estate Revival and try it that way and see if that helps. So it's www.kingdomrealestaterevival.com, and then click there, and then you should be able to register that way.
Good. And just for clarity, registration is $99, but we do have a promo code where we're offering a 50% discount. And so that's to the individuals that asked the question on Facebook. So registration is not free, but we are offering a promotion with a promo code. Is it save more in 24 or give more?
Give more.
Give more 24. Give more 24. And you will be able to get the 50% discount. Give more promo code. I'll put that on Facebook code. Give more 24. Awesome. Well, unless no one else have any questions.
I just wanted to say that I did just sign up, and it did allow me to do it from my phone.
Awesome.
Okay. Cynthia, do you have an iPhone or an Android?
iPhone.
Okay. And then Cynthia Bledsoe, you have iPhone or Android?
An iPhone.
Oh, okay. All right. I was just wondering if it was a phone issue. That's why I asked that question. All right. Thank you guys so much.
Oh, I think Jane had a question. Go ahead, Jane.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening.
I would like to ask, how soon can you make the income? Does it vary? Do you have to wait till they close on the property, or how does that work?
Many of the wholesalers will get a non-refundable from their end buyer before it closes. But of course, you do have to have a buyer in hand before you make any money. So no, you don't have to wait until it completely closes. I have one wholesaler that does a $5,000 non-refundable fee for the end buyer, and I'll explain more what the end buyer is. They do that. So if that person doesn't close at all, they at least have not wasted their time or the time of the person that they're trying to help in this distressed situation. Because sometimes those people need us. Typically, when people are going through distress, they're facing a life-altering situation, whether it be a death in their family, a divorce, deployment because they're military duties, anything like that. A lot of times there's situations like that. I have a lady right now who is about to wholesale. I've known her for 20 plus years, or she's about to sell. She needs the money because she is of a certain age and cannot work. She's been ill and cannot work and needs the equity from her property to be able to live off of for the remainder of her days, for lack of better words. And so a lot of times people in distress just have life-altering situations going on. We're dealing with a few of those in our family at this moment. And so a lot of moving parts, a lot of things happening. And so you just never know what people are dealing with. Layoffs are happening. Income changes. Like maybe they did have a job, but they don't have the bonuses that they once had. And some of the people, when you're making tens of thousands of dollars, upwards sometimes to $50,000 on bonuses per year, that is a huge investment in your annual income, and some people are using that to live off of. So if it ever goes away, it changes the income drastically. So, but yeah, thanks for that question.
Thank you.
Very good questions. Well, all right, then. Well, looks like let me look in the chat. Prof. Melinda, see if you have any other questions. Can I give you my phone? Oh, okay. She wants to give. Cynthia Gaines wants to give you her phone number, but she's going to do like the voice recording with you, Cynthia.
Yeah, we'll do the voice. Cynthia, I'll just reach out to you on the voice recording, give you my number, and we'll go from there. Might be easier. Okay. Thank you. Absolutely.
You're welcome. Well, everybody, Prophet Melinda needs closing remarks before we release everyone, but thank you all for coming on, and hopefully your questions were answered, and we look forward to seeing each and every one of you on Saturday from 10 to 11:30. Yay!
Yeah, and if you're up at 4:30 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah, meet us at 4:30 for Kingdom Citizens United.
For sure. But yes, I'm excited about seeing you guys tomorrow. If you can attend, you know somebody that wants to attend, please tell them about it. Engage the people in your family. If you can't do it, see if it's something they want to do, because again, it's a low risk investment, high rate of return. There's no upfront money that's needed. Now there are some upfront activities, but no upfront money that's needed. I promise I'm not telling y'all nothing. I'm not gonna tell you Amway. I'm not gonna tell you a vacuum cleaner.
We're not gonna do. No, we're not doing any of that. And then for $49, the seed that you all are using for the small investment, that's, look, you spend more than that to get your nails done or to get your lashes done.
Oh yeah.
Come on. So and for $49, look, you can tell we're not trying to get rich off of, no, we're trying to be a blessing to the body of Christ. And so I think it's just worth that, just to come and just hear it, just for the information. Because once you have the information, can't nobody take it from you. And even if it's not for you right now, it's something you can put on the shelf and say, hey, I've heard about that, and this is something that I want to do. And because you got the information. And so, and you can just continue to build on the information that you have, only to make you a more wiser investor going forward. So, awesome.
You know what, Papa Sheila, now you say that too. I will say, you said to get your nails done. My husband just told me the other day, like, you need to find another place to get your nails done. They are like robbing you. That's what it costs. They're not robbing you. It's what it costs. Like, you have no idea that's what it costs. And I was thinking about that. I said, well, hey, you may want to wholesale just so you can have your budget money for just taking care of yourself for traveling. I don't know.
Exactly.
I know I want to do some traveling as soon as I can. So
yes, ma'am.
Definitely looking forward to it, guys. I think it's going to be very exciting, and I hope you will be pleased with the information.
I think they will be. All right. Well, God bless everyone. Have a great rest of your day. And
all right. Bye, guys.
Talk to you soon. God bless.
Blessings.
God bless you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.